Yeah, you got to hide. Well, you got to jump off screen.
Like that.
Harvey's got to.
Harvey's probably here.
It's too late.
D-minus 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
Oh, yes, we
Good
are.
evening.
Yay!
Mark's from Spain, as promised. Well, Mark's not in Spain, but Steve's in Spain.
Yeah.
And Kev's not in Spain either.
All
Anyone else is
I'm in
Oh,
Spain.
Are you in Spain, Steve?
no, I'm
You're
in
not.
Kansas.
Kansas. All right.
We've got my little dog here, Toto. There he is.
So where's the guest of the week?
Guest of the week?
Yeah,
Ah,
I reckon he's in Spain.
he's in Spain.
Bring him on.
Here he is.
Hey!
Yay.
Harvey!
Harvey, you're on mute, Harvey.
Harvey's muted, yeah.
Oh, we can't hear you, Harvey.
Harvey, can't hear you, Harvey.
Oh, no, where's it going?
Oh,
Can't see him now.
That's what he thinks to us. He'll be back. Don't worry, folks. Harvey will be back. Right, hang on. Let's read some comments. Only nice ones. Oh, hang on. Harvey's knocking the door. Can't come in, mate. Full.
Oh, let me.
There he
Is the
is.
sound on now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
sound-
okay.
Yeah.
Put everyone back to where they should be. Hang on, Jackie, get
Yeah,
down
no,
there.
I don't like it up here.
You won't go. You won't,
I
you
want
won't
to
do
be
it.
down there. Down
You
there.
can't be down there. I'll give my work.
That's my spot. Thank
there you
you.
go.
I was going to have the blinking Skydio tonight, wasn't I? Oh, well.
Luck
Just
again.
Just
I'm
having a
trying, to get,
siesta.
I'm trying to get
and
the
then this
logo
popped
right on
up.
my head.
Yes,
Let's-
Steve, we're the wrong shape. Look, Marcus has got that.
Hang
sticker
on,
on his
hang
head.
on, hang on. Right, ready? Click your fingers.
Oh,
There you go. Now I can't see you now. You're going to bring
That's-
microscopic.
Even better.
Even better. No, that won't work. Right, that'll have to. Right, anyway. Right, so we've got the chat. We've got Caroline. Right, Caroline? Ready, Marcus? 2, 3.
Sweet Caroline.
That's
Bum, bum, bum.
Brian, how's the weather up in Scotland? Is it warm? No, probably not.
Patrick says, Steve,
Still-
does your barter still fly?
Hey, that's another story. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Right. Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer. Me.
Same color
Alan,
hair as you, Steve.
And Jerry and Patrick. Hi, everyone.
Gary.
Anyone else? Gary is somewhere? Where is he?
Yeah,
Can't
he's at
see
the
Gary.
bottom. He's not
Oh.
stopping long, though.
No.
He's just come in to say hello.
Recovery control. Where is he?
Oh, we got
Where is he?
Simon in.
Howdy, folks.
And Alan.
Good to see you.
We got my
What is
cousin Gray.
Oh,
Where?
yeah.
Where is he? Where is he?
Recovery drone.
And we
That's my cousin
got
Gray.
Joe.
All right. Hang on. I was Steve. Street kids moving about. Stop moving about. There we go. Come on.
What's
Here.
that?
Hey, Carolyn, that's what they all say.
What? Well, anyway, back to Patrick's question. Yavata. I think DJI should pay me. I'll tell
What,
you
for
why.
crash testing it?
Because I realised my vocation in life is to prove that DJI drones are probably one of the best drones in the world. But not the lark, the Carlsberg lark and military drones.
Yeah,
So I
brilliant.
decided that, well, I'll take the credit for it, but I've decided to put the drones to the test to see how well they fly. So
For crash.
we'll watch this video, and this will probably give us a. There we go.
Ready?
Just smashed into the roof of a fucking building.
Are you joking? Smacked into the corner of the big roof.
It's right in the corner, wasn't
Have you seen it?
I saw it on the goggles.
All right, yeah.
Sit that up there. Might be on the roof.
It's hard to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really is hard to see.
Yeah, because I mean, it hit the roof high enough up that it would have pinged back, wouldn't it?
I would have thought so.
It might. I think it must be over here somewhere. Here it is. Hey, Steve! We got it! Have a look at it. Have a look at it. It's not. It looks alright.
You telling me it hit like the top there?
Yes.
And bounce away here?
Yes.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good. Did you have a nice little trip?
He's putting the bumpers on. Better late than never, eh?
Yes, but you can see the impact there.
Shit! It's alright though. I got it on camera. That's alright.
Not the same place again, look. Maybe not the place.
I do wonder whether Steve's actually going to have a drone by the end of this week. End of this day. Look at it. Look how messed up it is.
Question is,
Will it fly?
will it fly? Have a look. Where's the land over there?
Kamikaze!
That
Wow.
is how
Wait.
to prove DJI's drones are the best drones in the world.
Jackie, I've
Didn't
got one
it
question
bounce
for you.
back off that
Yeah.
building? That was
Jackie, I've got a
amazing.
question.
Yeah.
Jackie, how do you always catch it on camera?
Because you never turn the camera off.
I reckon she plans it. I mean, she puts the curse on them.
See, the thing is, when anything's going risky going on, Jackie wants to be there just in case it goes pear-shaped, like sticking a knife in your hand, smashing the wall.
Exactly, yeah.
So, I mean,
She's always there, isn't
I'm
she?
surprised Jackie wasn't on the for that building. Jackie missed an opportunity
Yeah,
there.
missed opportunity there.
Hey,
See,
question, Jackie. So when the drone was flying through the building and we got the close-up view of it, was that from your drone, Harvey's drone, or were you hand holding the GoPro?
I was following it with the GoPro
That's
at
what I
that
thought.
point. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
the story of the first crash, of course, that it was the pilot error mistake where you look at it, you're flying down so low, you're flying your drone, and you forget to realise that you're lower than the building, and you set your return to home at 100 feet.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that the building is probably 115 feet,
Yeah.
because you're where you take off. So when
It
it
just
comes back,
needed that. Well, like
Yeah,
saying another maybe 5 foot to get over.
It's what you call pre-flight check.
yeah,
What was that? What was that? What was it? What was that?
But-
You've done the C2C or whatever. You know the other. You know the other tests that makes you more professional.
It doesn't count anything.
You know,
it makes no difference to actually. Well, I mean, what can I say? I mean,
pilot error.
it was pilot error. It was pilot error. But, however, it proves at 50. Well, I'm guessing around about the speed of about 17 miles an hour, and it smashed into some corrugated roof and lived to tell the story.
Just bounced back, didn't it? Pinged all the way back.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
that was everything that threw us. I was looking over the other side. Well, Steve was looking on the roof and he wasn't there. So we thought we'd gone on the other side of the roof. So everyone's scattered around there, and all of a sudden, Stevie Knowles, I don't know if you're in the chat anywhere,
Yeah.
but
Probably still on his
oh,
way
he's
out.
probably
Steve.
going back to the UK. Yeah.
On his way back yesterday, he drove.
So there we are. It was, Steve, Gary's got it. See, Jackie, look.
So I think we should.
Profit.
Oh, that is
I think
lovely.
really what we should do is, as Steve Knowles found the drone, we should give Steve Knowles a round of applause. I think.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
Because otherwise, to be honest, I thought, well, I'm sorry, DJ, but I haven't got all day. I've got the sun to enjoy. I haven't got all day to look for drones. I'm going to go home and claim an insurance.
But what you don't see on the video, it did take us 5 hours to find it.
Yeah. I
Hey,
think
so
we
the
were
question.
we were up there about 40 minutes, weren't we?
What about Find My Drone?
Now, the running lights, Steve, Yorkshire Drone Team starts going about the running lights. Well, the running lights went fine before the battery went flying in the crash.
Okay.
And we went up there looking. I went up there the next day looking for it, and unfortunately, I could only find the small part of it. So I took the lights off. So I never ever flew it with the lights on.
With the lights. Yeah.
Hey, Steve. So
Until next
why
time.
did Find My Drone work though? Because the battery was still in the drone, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it did work because we Find My Drone is watching it on the goggles. That's what Find My Drone is.
No,
We saw it on the goggles.
Yeah, because Find My Drone is also on the app, isn't it? But however, Marcus, answers the question. The drone actually caught up in a hedge. The motors are overheated, and the drone switched itself off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think they got a branch stuck in them, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, but of course, with this bleeping thing and turbo and the rest of it, completely and utterly, like here in London, if the battery comes out and switches itself off, then that thing is about as much good as a chocolate fireplace. But hey,
Well, it goes in the water.
yeah, drone needs to tell another story. Was this Carol?
Yeah, that's a good point, Carolyn.
My smaller wings with a battery backed up. Very good idea, Caroline. That it's up an extra battery. Good idea. Why don't they make these Weezy Jones with luminous colours? I
That's a good
agree,
point.
Gary. You saw Jackie's the boots they got there. And the red ones not so bright, but the yellow ones, I mean, they're really bright. I
The
mean,
yellow
they're
ones
really
shot
nice.
well, don't they? Yeah.
I think they have sort of lime green and yellow and fluorescent orange and whatever. And the red's a bit. I think I might paint it
And
actually. But
you can see the red pretty well as well.
You know,
Yeah, but
Dono.
well, doesn't it? Yellow stands out really well. So,
Yeah, the yellow
thanks
does, yeah.
to Ken Dover for sending them because it was a nice little present just before I left to go to Spain. And goodbye. What's going on there?
He's making them multicolored now too.
Ah. Cool.
He's got
Have
some
to
more
get
on
some.
the.
Harvey, you'll have to get some, wouldn't you?
I was, but we just looked at the price of them.
Yeah, they seem
Give
to
them
have
a
gone up a lot. They
I
seem
might
to have
just
gone up a little bit.
spray it luminous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You can. I mean, you think, Harvey, you can actually take the part you want to spray. You can remove that completely, or get a spare
That's what
one
I'm
and actually
thinking.
spray it with a
That's a
plastic
good
coated
idea.
paint. Brilliant. Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
You know, you can
Absolutely.
get those little rubber dots that you put on kitchen cupboard doors. You could
Yes.
stick them on all the way around as well, and they'd act as bumpers, wouldn't they? I reckon
At the end of the
that'd
day, it'd be so slow you won't be able to fly very fast, would you?
You can also
No,
attach
that's-
an anvil to the bottom of it.
But if anyone's
Parachute.
actually looking, if anyone watches actually looking for somewhere nice to come, Marcus, next year, about October time, Spain's nice in October, Marcus.
That's it, 'cause it turned winter over here. I mean, it's cold.
Yeah, but you got some lovely leaves and that on your trees. I've just been watching your video that you did with Tanya.
Yeah, that
Um,
was our
that was
last
lovely.
nice day.
Oh, that's nice.
So there
Red
we are.
leaves everywhere.
Come to Spain, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the flying, great company and all. And
Harvey
you-
was
if
even
you-
swimming yesterday, weren't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
What, in the reservoir today?
In the sea?
I would have done today, but we were out.
Yeah.
And they say don't swim after a big paella. So
Yeah.
Now,
You'll be
what-
pleased to
what-
know,
what-
Steve,
what-
it's torrential rain and storms here this weekend.
Oh,
We've
no
had-
fun for Kev.
Yeah.
However, the weather for next week is going up in increments 17, 18, 19, and 20 degrees next week. And it's
Oh,
going to
you
be
sent
sunny.
the sun on
And
with
it's
you,
going to be
eh?
sunny. However, come next Saturday, it's going to chuck it down with rain. So that's the end of that. So that's depressed me enough to go home. But hey. Dewey,
Dewey. UAVP.
Who's that? Anyone know? Name? Dewey?
no idea.
Dewey?
Dewey.
You've got a
We're calling
shamrock next to
Dave.
his name.
I'm not sure.
Robin's on. Hiya, Robin.
Voila, Robin.
Ah.
There's Robin.
Don't
Yeah,
sing
that
praises.
shamrock I think is a clue for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Robin had a good fly today, but he forgot his Apple lead, didn't you, Robin?
That's
Lucky I'm always well equipped.
Yeah.
Oh, Darren.
Darren,
Darren.
Ireland.
On. Well, I've never seen you in the chat before, so all the more the merrier.
Oh, he's been in the chat before.
So let's have 23 likes. Well, hit that like button, start one of them go.
I think you're connected upstairs, you know. I think you're connected to the wrong one.
Right.
Yeah. You're connected to the wrong internet.
So this pilot error is now internet error as well.
Connect
Connect to the correct router. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone to the router.
You're not connected to mine, are you, Steve?
He probably is. Yeah, I forgot to pay my bill.
Ah, that is because that's what I set up. So is it a bit blotchy the video? Should we go away and sort that out and come back in a minute? You got to chat among yourself for a minute?
We can talk
Oh,
amongst
I hate it
ourselves.
when he leaves.
I want that to connect to the other one.
Now we forget the password, so we'll be
I
another
know.
hour.
Everyone
finding the
all
password.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
You got a good tan going on there, Harvey.
Is it what?
A good tan going on there.
I know,
Well,
it's sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Jackie is as well, but I think your camera's not showing it off.
Ah,
It's the lighting.
Hey, Harvey, are you still flying the Avado just with the motion controller, or do you have the
Oh
regular
yeah,
controller?
yeah. I did look for the controller.
Rise.
DJI didn't have any.
Yeah.
DJI didn't have any, but I thought no, that motion controller is super,
It's so good.
absolutely super.
And it's like you can just quickly change direction and instinctively go the right way. You're never going to hit the
I
wrong.
still think you need to get the
Yes.
other control to fly it properly. Do the stunt.
I think what it actually needs, seriously, the antennas need looking at.
Yeah, but
can't
Steve,
get
how far are you really going to fly a drone like that? I mean, or are you talking about penetration?
Penetration, yeah.
Penetration.
I mean, distance-wise, we know that's fine.
Yeah.
We've tried that. We've done that experiment. But as soon as you go behind, I would say,
Anything.
in a building, You do lose quite a massive signal.
That's
Well,
not good.
I put mine out today, thinking as Steve did this was I was flying over that reservoir, 4,400 feet over water, and I kept thinking, glad Steve's not here.
Is he getting thirsty?
and it went down to 44 megabytes per second. So I thought that's pretty good. But then I went behind that, like, only 50 meters away from us, and the signal went.
Gosh darn it. That's a problem because that's what that drone is for, right? I mean, it's for going behind buildings.
Well, I mean, we've got some. I mean, Simon's flown it. I mean, where are you at? Because Simon's flying in the woods.
He's flying it in the woods.
Yeah, maybe that's still not behind a brick wall, is it? It's still in tree. I don't know. But lots of interest.
Can't you get the hack? Ain't there a hack for it? Because I know in America, because it's the different.
Yeah, we've tried his FCC mode, and to be honest with you, it
made no difference whatsoever. If anything, I mean, it might have put it up 1 or 2 megabytes, but nothing at all. No difference.
Oh, right.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know what distance that can do without that hack. This is the thing. You know,
well, I was flying today without that. I did that distance today without the hack.
I don't think it's distance. As long as
I don't want the distance. Yeah.
Controller and thingy can see each other, no matter how far away they are. I think it's all right. There's something in between you, isn't it?
Yeah. If you had distance and suddenly a brick wall come between you and that distance, it'd end up hitting the roof of the building.
Yeah.
And improved. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Right, so as you know, we've been out flying in Spain this week, 3 times in fact. But I'm sure Jackie hasn't got anything edited for today. I'm sure she has. No, I don't blame you.
Come on. It's slow, isn't it?
That's anyway,
yesterday we decided, Jackie, flying. Steve, we're going flying. Where are we going flying? Well, I didn't realise I was supposed to be the bird, the flying. Anyway, this tells it all. So you'll see what I mean by the distance and the height.
Yay!
Up there,
Well done, Jackie. Great video.
Must admit the weasel flew up there to it was quite exhilarating to get up there. Once we got up there, it was great.
Once we went the right way.
Hey, two questions, Jackie. One, where did you had your GoPro set up to do the time lapse? Was it on another hill someplace or?
No, it was up the top of the castle.
Oh, on the castle. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then when you did that still where you're all posing with the drones above you, was that photoshopped or were you guys actually flying the drones?
Two shots. The first shot we stood there. The second shot we flew the drones above where we were standing. Then I put the two together.
Oh wow, that's really good.
But not at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not with Steve, they would have lost their ears.
I must say, when I took off, the drone was actually flying a bit. It was on a bit of a sort of on a bit of a mission on its own. I mean, it did actually lose. I started having signal problems. The screen actually went grey once was up there, and I thought, oh no, is this the crash to come back to sort of bite me well and truly in the butt? But the second and third battery, or after the second battery, everything seemed fine again. So I'm hoping I'm just a glitch, because when you get a grey screen and your drone's somewhere in space somewhere,
return to home.
Jackie, where did you get your music from?
I can't remember. I've had that one on file for a while. You won't get a copyright strike, but you're going to get a copyright claim for that one, Steve.
All right. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
They allow you to run adverts or something, or you give them permission to run adverts.
It wouldn't be the first time, and to be honest with you, this just to let everyone know, this show is not monetized. So, when it comes to copyright claims, we've never had a copyright strike. Touch wood.
No, you
copyright
won't
claims, but copyright claims, whatever. Bring it on. We don't care. Right, Captain Ray Kelly is here, and Gerard. And what else we got here? Something anyone?
Darren says, can Avata batteries be charged off a power bank? I doubt
if you've got enough days in your life left.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's it.
9 hours.
What you do is you start charge. I've got one of these 4-way plugs. I plug 4 batteries into. Now, I wouldn't recommend you watch them being charged.
No.
Because
I'd
rather watch paint dry.
If you're not great before you started, you will be afterwards.
So what you need to do is go into a dark room, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, batteries are charged. They do take a long while to charge, but I mean, I was very tempted to see whether there's an aftermarket charger, but the danger of that is, I think realistically, you do look to shorten the life of your batteries by using them things.
What, if you make them charge faster?
Yeah.
No, I watched the video the other day. It doesn't make no difference.
Well,
so they say.
I'll let everyone else try it. Was it Caroline says, I have a copyright claim for one of my videos.
Oh, and she pays.
Yeah, well, no, Caroline, I had this a few weeks ago. I used Epidemic, and I had the same thing, and I challenged it, because when you sign up with them, you tell them your YouTube channel, and they should not do anything.
I think you have to contest it, don't you?
I contested it. I said, no, I'm sorry. This is music from Epidemic. I'm a member of it. This YouTube channel is so... And they removed it. Very kindly sort of, but...
the other thing is there's companies out there...
She challenged it and it was removed as well. Right, okay.
Yeah, there's companies out there that all they do is if they find a little piece of a melody that's similar, they go out and they challenge people on those copyrights, and then they get the advertising revenue that comes from that video. Yep. And if you don't challenge them back, my friend Lauren up in Calgary, he's had to do that before. It's a flaky deal. They just do that. That's how they make their living, challenging other people's music.
Yeah, I mean, Kim was saying earlier on that he's got loads on his, but the thing is, if you're not monetized, you're not making money out of YouTube, then what the hell? I mean, the only problem you'll have is if you're looking to make money out of it, and you are making money, because every time you put a video on there, it can't be monetized because you've got a copyright claim on there. Well, I don't care, because I don't make any money out of it. It costs me money, believe me. I
Yeah.
support YouTube land.
One of the things, so I am monetized on my channel, and it's not like I'm worried about whatever little money that I make off of that. But you know what I don't want? I don't want somebody else making money off of my hard work.
Oh no, damn right, no.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Yorkshire Jones thing said a lost government collection lottery last week with the. I take it that was the FPV drone, the DJI FPV drone. We had this conversation, Steve. The fact that if I'd have hit the roof of that FPV drone, I think we'd be looking for bits for the rest
Bits
of
are
the week.
thrown everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is what I mean. I love flying it. I did love flying the FPV drone. However, you know, I don't think I can treat him with the same respect or disrespect as the after and get away with it. I found to smash it to pieces. So for that, you know, I thought, well, I think I made the right choice there. But yeah, so you've kept flying it, brought it home. Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you see what Robin is saying there?
That's incredible.
His own band.
Wow.
Yeah.
He wrote the song.
He
But
writes
that's
his own songs and plays his own music.
yeah, but that's the point. Is there's
You can't do that. You know, that's a copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Just, and then what you want to do is actually say, well, actually, yeah, Matt copyright claim. I wrote the music, so yeah. Well, it's quite clever, actually. The thing that actually works with YouTube, because I put some stuff on there was done by another band. It's like a version of a song, and it recognised it straight away. And I thought it was quite impressive that it actually recognised.
That it recognized it. No, I agree with Northeast FPV. So he's purposely using somebody's music, and then then you're okay with them getting the revenue from that, right? Because you know you're doing it for the artistic value of you're making the video. Yeah, they should get paid. People, legitimate artists, they should get paid for their product. There's no question.
Well, it's like as you say, you put a video together and you're using copyright-free music. You want to be paid for your video, don't you? So
right.
It's the same way, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when I asked, there was a guy out on Coventry Nine who only plays that string like bass. I can't remember what the guy's name was, and he was an American Jack. And I said, do you mind if I use your arrangements? It wasn't his copyright anyway. I mean, really technically, but I thought, well, I'll ask if I can use it. He said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But so you still get copyright claims on it because they recognise that it's copyrighted music. Doesn't matter who does it. If they recognise it's most music is copyright, unless is it over 25 years or I can't remember what it was now. Music over 25 years, I think or is it older than that?
I think it's 50, isn't it?
It might be 50 actually, yeah.
But even then they can still be a copyright claim.
Because someone
owns, Happy Birthday, isn't it? That song Happy Birthday is copyright. It used to be owned by Michael Jackson. I don't know who owns it now.
Stevie Wonder did a version of that, didn't he? But Kim, Discovering History's got a good point there. He said Epidemic likely to use the music and the track, but put credits under the video.
Yeah. I'm guilty. I'm very guilty of not doing that because once I finish the video, it's only fair. But then I'm saying that, well, I see if I actually pay for the rights to do that, then do I need to thank them? I don't know.
The thing is, if at the moment, I just use YouTube music for most of my videos.
Steve, that's exactly right, Stephen. I agree.
If you use YouTube music, it puts automatically puts the author and all that of all the music you use underneath in the credits. Yeah,
in
the description.
There goes a tip there. If anyone wants to put some music,
well, it doesn't mind in any case. So that's
Yeah,
well, that's what it does with mine.
Right.
Goodbye, Elaine.
Bye,
Elaine. Take care. What's the need?
Yeah.
Don't remember. I haven't said no yet.
Proposal knee.
But she knows what I mean. So, I'm sure we have some more videos to watch somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, yes.
Yes. Over the rainbow.
Start markers off again there. What I want to know, what pie was it?
What?
What pie?
What pie?
Pie.
You lost me.
Think about the words. Where pie? What pie?
What pie?
Oh.
Way up high. Yeah.
You ain't got it yet. Look.
Way up high.
Way
High. It took a while.
That's that song ruined, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the joke of the week over.
You know that pretty good. Caroline, what do you think of that joke? Watch this video instead.
Hey, so I just
that was cool.
I tried Carolyn's theory on music, right? So I used my phone to listen to the music on that video to see if it would recognize it. It said no results found.
Oh.
Sorry, Carolyn.
Oh. Well, that's just the music on that last video. You mean?
Yes.
Actually writes his own music.
Yeah.
Es posible.
Yeah, Caroline made an interesting point a bit higher up. She says that the signal transmission it's just to do with the controller, the motion controller. She reckons if we got ordinary controllers, we'd have better control of the avatars.
I'm willing to bet she's right. Yeah.
Where is the actual signal? But isn't it like I thought?
No, it's from the antennas.
No, but that'd be for the video, wouldn't it?
I thought the motion controller actually connected to the goggles, and the goggles connected to the drone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The goggles are connected to the drone for visual. So you've got two separate channels, haven't you? You got one for the actual video footage and one for controlling the drone. So you would always lose video footage first before you lose the drone control.
Yes. Well, it does seem to be at the same time, though, doesn't it?
Well, you think that because you've lost the video, but you wouldn't have lost. You would still have control most of the time. with your actually, although you can't see it, you would have control on the drone. So that's what, if I lose signal, and I'm low, I always raise the drone.
Yeah.
So that
I mean, the
it
one
comes
thing
back
I
in.
did prove when we were flying up high there is the fact that it made a hell of a difference when I actually, because the trouble is when you got goggles on, unless before you put your goggles on, stand in the same direction as you're flying the drone, you're not quite sure whether your drone's to your left, was it north, east, south, west of you, and of course the problem is, and the way to do it is to slowly turn around and watch the megabytes go up or down, and it does make a considerable difference. It went from 6 to 36 just by turning. I don't know. I mean, that is the downside of sitting down. One, you're down facing the same way. You can't move a chair around. You get a swivel chair, perhaps we want, isn't it?
Stool, yeah.
Swivel chair. Someone come behind you and spin you around when you're flying the FPV.
So if the remote controller has better, I don't know, signal or antennas or whatever it is than the motion controller, you think they'd put the same quality in the motion controller, wouldn't you?
So Caroline's saying the goggles only do the video, the controller goes direct to the drone for control.
That's what I just said.
Yes,
which is what Steve was saying.
Yeah.
So it sort of makes sense, doesn't it? But then how come you lose the signal of the video at the same time your drone says lost connection coming home?
I've been through all this.
No, because you get the motion controller connected to the drone, one's video. You've got two separate controls, haven't you?
Two separate signals. Yeah, you've got your video signal and your drone control.
So one's come from motion control,
but
one's
the
from
weaker
video.
signal is the video one, right?
Yep.
Because it's mostly always 5 gigahertz, I think. Well, the other one can go down to 2.5 or whatever it is, which can go through buildings easier. But the other one can't.
Well, lower frequency.
So you're more likely to lose the video signal before you use the actual control of the drone.
Yeah, it just seems a bit weird that
But
you
it would
lose
seem
both
like
at
you
the same
lost
time.
control of both, because obviously you can't see the drone then, so you don't know what the drone's doing. You could be moving the drone, but because you can't see it visually, you think it's lost control, but it hasn't.
But yeah, when it comes up to the display, returning home, lost signal,
But then
lost
that has
control.
lost signal then,
But it always does seem at the same time. That's what I can't understand. I mean, someone saying that 107 drones saying the EU have different broadcasting trims. The FCC is much higher, at least 10 times, if not more, 10 times powerful. But it's limited in the UK because that's the way it is.
But I thought that hack didn't work.
Yeah, Northeast FPV. I think these guys have tried that hack and it doesn't seem to work. So
no. I mean, what the reason? I mean, if you talk about distance, if you got a direct line of sight of the drone, then the drone will fly. Well, we don't know exactly how far it will fly, but it will fly a long way. However, as soon as you put something between them two signals, like a brick wall, that can be as small as 50 meters away. And he doesn't want to know. So we've got to find an answer to it. But
well, you see, some people say it works great with that hack, and others say not.
Well, it's great, but Simon, how do you use it though? I mean, you fly through, like into a building and watch it go around the building when you're outside the building. So you may have 1, 2, or maybe 3 brick walls in between you. That's what I'd like to know. This is the thing. Are we sort of, we're working on the same sort of theories here? But Carol said the hack on the Mini 2 works great. My Mini 2, the way I fly a Mini 2, I'm sure it'll fly a long way before I lose signal. But I don't fly in the building when I'm on the other side of it. Yeah. It'd be interesting to know how people are getting on with this, because some people say, some people not.
Done comparison videos, I guess, with and without.
Sometimes we flew through buildings too thick. So now, all right, Simon, a quick question for you. This hack, now we all know what you see in the goggles. When you know that this hack is working because it tells you actually got 3 channels and not 1. So do you select channel 1, 2, or 3, or do you just put it, once you've done the actual hack itself, do you put it back into auto mode? Maybe this is where we're going wrong.
No, they say put it back in channel 1 and auto. Yeah.
Channel 1
I've
auto.
tried it always, made no difference whatsoever. None at all.
Weird.
Northeast FPV makes a good point too, and I agree with what he's saying there. Trees are the worst for trying to shoot through with the. They're tough.
Oh, because they contain moisture.
Yeah.
Well, Kim makes a good comment there as well about the Ukraine. About the because I think they've the video I've seen, they were flying Mavic 3 over there, and he's saying it's going 5 to 9 miles.
The thing is, with the right height and the right nothing in between. I mean, when we were flying up on that top of that mountain, my drone went down lower than where I was standing by 5 feet and lost signal. 5 feet. So the drone all total was about 25 feet away from me. It lost the signal.
Because you were shooting through terrain.
Yeah, it's just had too much to go through, didn't it?
What it was going down wasn't it? It was trying to go through a mountain.
Yeah.
But as soon as you go in a straight line outwards, level with yourself, signal, not a problem at all.
To answer what Kim is saying there, though, I I've never tried it and never will, but I'll bet I could go out by where I fly on the Snake River Canyon where it's just flat. I could get a little bit high on a hill or something, and I'll bet I could fly. I guarantee I could fly that Mavic 3. I don't know how far, long ways.
Flying EC, EU, frequencies. In the Ukraine. So you probably find what he's trying to say. I think they've probably switched it in the software for the military over there. So obviously there must be a switch in there in the software where they can just switch it over, or take that function out of it altogether.
Now there's someone who's come up with a very interesting theory here.
What's that?
Interference. Maybe.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a great point.
I think that could be a very valid point. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. I mean, Jackie and Harvey, just
I've done it. I've tried it. It made no difference.
Yeah, you've flown it on your own, haven't you?
Yeah.
Saying that is that you're going to probably get some sort of interference. So myself and Harvey can, when we go out and fly the Phantoms, the Phantom 3s. When we got them both in the air, the signal's terrible, isn't it, Harvey?
Oh yeah.
But once you bring one down, you got one flying, it'll fly, forever if you like. But as soon as you put the other one up, it loses connection. It's chaos.
Caroline's saying the goggles interfere with each other quite a bit, and Simon says, "Yeah, we have that issue all the time." So I'm not saying that is the definite answer here, but I mean, it's one thing to consider because.
But when we were at the mines the other day, and I said to you, "Wow, it's right in front of me," and I've only got like 13 megabits. It was right in front of me, so that might have been interference, mightn't it?
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
If I've flown mine on my own, and exactly the same, even with FCC hack on, made no great difference. So.
And the FCC hack, what is that? Just an app? Is it an app you'd load on there or something? I don't know. I've got a clue.
It's just well, I'm not sure what you would call it. Basically, it's an empty file. So it's a load of nothing really. But what it does, it tricks the drone into puts the drone into FCC mode. Now,
and I've got the app, the FCC app.
I've got the app. There was an app as well. So the app is where you load that app instead of a normal app. And it just does.
Oh, so it's instead of using the Fly app, it's a different app. Is that right?
No, it's still the Fly app, but it's let's say a changed Fly app.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been modified.
Yeah, it's been modified. Yeah. I mean, Harvey tried that as well, and it made no difference again, Harvey. No,
none whatsoever.
Have you tried? Because if it's the Fly app, that would work with your Mini 2 as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now, Steve's saying
if you tried it with your Mini 2 at distance or something.
Harvey or Jackie, have you tried? I mean, I haven't tried this, but do you know if you was to not have that hack on there? Do you know? Because I mean, Steve's down there. FCC hand gives us 50 megapot.
Yeah. Well, we get 50 meg anyway, don't we?
Yeah.
We do, but what do we get without it?
50.
Well, same.
You get 50.
Yeah, you got the hack deal in there all the time, haven't you? How do you know that?
No, well, you can switch it back and switch it off.
So
and,
you get 50 then?
Went up around the trees and that, and lost signal quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know, it was quite near to me.
Actually, I think I actually got some dongle footage when I flew mine, obviously, before I even knew about things like that, the FCC hack. So I might even just check to see what that she said. I'm sure I've still got it. I hope I've still got it. No, but I can probably delete it. I don't know.
Well,
Hey, so I've
maybe
got a
like-
question for Stephen. Stephen Deere. Stephen, was it kind of fun for once having your Mavic 2 rescue somebody else's drone?
It was me Mavic 3.
The Mini 3?
Mini 3, yeah, the Mini 3.
Mini 3, yeah.
Yeah, it did make a nice change, to be quite honest. Looking for my drone.
But he didn't find it.
But it was a
Well-
Steve that found it. It was a Steve.
It was a Steve that found it.
Yeah.
See? It was a Steve that lost it and a Steve that found it.
Yeah.
But I mean, in all fairness, I mean, I think we all.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was ready to give up probably.
I didn't think we'd find it.
10
I
minutes
really
after
didn't.
looking for it, I said to Steve, say, check the roof. If it's not on the roof, where on earth can it be? And I was telling him, well, hang on. If it's not on the roof, then it's got to be on the floor. So,
Thing is, we weren't sure whether, because where it hit the roof, it could have skimmed over the top. But now, well, I say, obviously, it bounced off, went backwards.
bear in
Yeah.
mind, all we had at the time was the goggles footage, which was the last 30 seconds before it done a kamikaze time.
And the thing is, where Steve actually found the drone, I actually flew my drone over that, looking down at the
But you would have
bush.
seen because it was
No, but
skied
that's
by
what I'm saying.
camouflage, yeah.
Because I know where he found it. I did, not before he actually found it. I did fly over that, and when I got home here, I was looking at it on a big monitor, and I still couldn't see it.
No.
So because it was under the
Bit under a bush, though, wasn't it?
Actually,
down.
if you watched that video where it actually goes, you actually see it goes into a hedge, sits there
comes
for
in.
a couple of seconds,
And then it
then
goes down,
falls
doesn't it?
somewhere.
Goes
So
further,
obviously,
yeah.
it's gone sort of further up. But I'll tell you what, I'll say again, that drone is a tough cookie to put up with that. Because
If you'd have put your Ken's bumpers on straight away, though, and had that crash, we'd have spotted that because you'd have seen the red.
Yes,
would have
yeah,
done,
we
it
would
would
have
have a lot
done it.
easier to find,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
that's very true. Well, they're on there now. They're probably
Yeah.
going to stay on there. to be
Harvey,
fair.
just I think you need to sort of like, just in case I think that, just put something bright on the drone.
Yeah, or paint it.
They have like camouflage, didn't they?
I mean, even that,
Yeah.
or just take the batteries out. Mind you, I don't know if you do. You say take the batteries out, and just do
Take
a
them.
really highlighted wrap, like orange or yellow wrap, just around the
Ours
battery.
is good, though. It's got a red light on the top.
Yeah, but
Brilliant,
that'll
that.
come off. That'll come off an impact.
It's Velcro on. I mean, I've got one myself. I haven't used. I've never used it. I found it today. Actually, I was looking around. My little strobe light. But again, they come off. It's Velcro
Still
on.
think there should be enough battery in that for it to bleep. If that battery's in there,
Well,
it should have bleeped.
it overheated and shut itself down.
Well, even then,
In the EU, 50 megawatt signal is all using the same channel on FCC. You have 3 channels.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, right. So this
So
is
you
where
see them in your goggles.
one channel and where we have 3 channels, isn't it? That's what we're saying there. Now we see the 3 channels on there. So that
Well,
is
then we go
right.
back into auto. That's what the instructions said, wasn't it?
I put it in auto.
Put it back into auto, but the thing is, it's
The
also
3 channels are there in the background doing whatever they're doing, I guess.
when you put it in auto, you've only got 1 channel.
No, it'll switch,
You've
won't
got
it?
1 channel. No.
It'll switch to the
I'm
best
saying,
channel, won't it?
yeah, but if you've only got 1 channel, initially you have 1 channel before the FCC.
Can I answer Mandy? Mandy,
Yeah.
we were hoping
Andy,
you're
we're
doing the
hoping you.
joke tonight. We were counting on you.
I've told
Yes,
you.
Mandy, you're doing a joke.
I told the joke earlier on.
Come on, man.
She's coming
Mandy.
in. Come and do the joke.
Yeah.
Do you do?
Mandy's always got a joke.
Yeah, she does
Hang on.
good jokes. Or Caroline. Oh no, I can't tell
Steven's
jokes.
going to take care of it
Guilty,
for
I'm
us.
the world's worst joke teller. I get it all muddled, get the punchline wrong. I'm terrible. Can't tell jokes.
Sweet.
About as good as mine navigating, eh?
Mandy, you did a joke. Right. Mandy would be along to. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we should have said her on, actually. Sorry, we should have had Terry here, but Terry's still not feeling too well.
Yeah, he's
I
got
told
a
him, I
cruise
said to
loaded.
him, when you go to Italy, don't eat too much pizza, don't eat too much spaghetti bolognese. What did he do? Exactly that. And he's ill now. He thinks he's got a cold.
Oh, Caroline's ill as well. Oh no.
No bueno.
Wow,
Oh, croaking with cold.
great.
Have you got a real gruff voice there, Caroline? Oh, what's this? We have church channels. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, it just does that in auto.
When you're on one channel, so you've got free switch between the three. So, okay. Well, the thing, all right. So if you only switch to one of them channels, then you've only selected one channel, so you're no better off, are you?
No, even auto select is going to
No,
select the better
what
one.
we were saying is at one time we said put it in manual, you get 3 channels and select one of the 3 channels.
Yeah.
Well, that's no different to having just one channel. You only selected one channel. So that's what. Have you tried that then, Harvey?
Yep.
Put it back into auto mode.
Yep. And manual. No great shakes.
Yeah.
I think it's a DJI thing. They'll probably look at that and think we'll do something about this. New and bigger antennae, more powerful. Who knows?
I mean, the thing is, I'm sort of taking, saying that obviously putting a drone in FCC mode in the EU is a big no-no.
Of course, yeah, we wouldn't do it, but we just want to test it.
But who's going to know?
Testing purposes only, right, Harvey?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so, well.
Hey, Bernie.
Kev's in the joke seat. Kev's
He
in the joke.
is.
Yeah, Kev.
No joke. No joke.
That was a waste of time, wasn't it?
It was, I'm afraid.
Have we got anyone watching the show who wants to come and tell a joke? Seriously, I'm serious.
Mandy's coming in to
Hold on,
Mandy's going to do it.
Run out of time, Mandy. We've only got 2 minutes.
Come on, Mandy.
Too late.
Come on, man.
Oh, man. Mandy's going to tell a joke.
You want it now?
It's got 2 minutes left.
Fly for fun, fly safe, and don't fly over people.
Good
Very
advice.
true. We don't fly near people.
No.
No, make a point of staying away from people, don't we?
Yeah.
And don't put it back into.
She's coming.
Oh my God, I don't want to do it, but I will.
Right.
Sorry.
It's Mandy. She came and she gave without taking.
Yay! Joke time!
You know, Mandy. She
Hello.
came.
Man.
Right, I had to put it on my notes. Right. Right, the joke is called Sex After Death. A couple made a deal that whoever died first would come back and inform the others if there was sex after death. Their biggest fear that there was no sex in the afterlife at all. After a long life together, the husband was the first to die. True to his word, he came back and made contact. Marion, is that you, Bob? Yes, I've come back like we agreed. That's wonderful. What's it like? Well, I get up in the morning, I have sex. I have breakfast, and then it's off to the golf course. I have sex again. Bathe in the warm sun, summer sun, and then have sex a couple more times. Then I have lunch. You'll be proud, lots of greens. Another romp around the golf course, and pretty much have sex for the rest of the afternoon. After supper, it's back to the golf course, and I have sex again. Then there's more sex until late at night. I then catch up much needed sleep, and the next day it starts all over again. Oh, Bob, are you in heaven? No, I'm an effing rabbit in Kent.
There you go.
I like that one.
The way she's going.
I suppose
She just tells it and buggers off.
That's enough.
Hey, Terry! Terry!
There you go. That was good, Paul. I mean, well, we have to have it at the end. We just have to. I don't know what it's in.
What's Harvey eating? He's crunching away there.
Perfect. There we are.
That's what I thought. Mercadona.
Oh, it must be time to go and get some snacks.
Remember the days of the antenna reflectors to increase?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Get some foil paper and go, E.T. phone home. It worked for him, didn't it? He sent the signal.
Put the foil around your head.
Yeah. Oh, there's got to be a way, hasn't there, to get these
What about
better.
What about
There has to be a way.
Tinsel,
Has to be.
wrap tinsel around it.
Yeah. I better get one of those, like a big satellite dish on the end of it.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
idea.
Well, like one of them
Burning.
umbrellas that you fit on your head, but
That's it.
reverse. That'd work.
Thirdly, we
Big
want
collect-
to increase the signal range of our drones. How do you do it? I mean,
Oh, hang on. Headline news for you people who live in the UK. Boris Johnson pulls out of the Conservative leadership race.
Oh,
good,
Well,
very good. There we are.
can't believe he was even back in it again.
Well, yeah, I don't think he was in it. They were guessing, weren't
And
they?
the question is, guys and girls, who are we going to have for 44 days? And can we make 45 days this time?
yeah. Another crown.
I'm voting for Steve.
Yeah, you can vote for me. Just get vote for me. Don't worry, I'll look after you. Don't worry, Boris will have a party round yours later, mate.
Hugh Grant, he was the best Prime Minister Britain never had.
Who was that?
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what it's like,
Brilliant in
Caroline?
love, actually.
Yeah. Caroline says, bumbling Boris. Yeah, go to work, do good work. Good work, stay work, go stay home, go to work. All in one sentence.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
So, well, we've come to the end of the show. So, next week we'll be back to normal. Well, whatever normal is. But
That'd be normal.
Abby normal.
Yeah, that'd be normal.
Harvey, thanks for joining us. Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
He's actually entertaining. because
Use
we're
my
actually
internet here.
using his internet as well. I was going they cut me off. They knew I was going to do a live show. I went, you ain't doing a live show there. I am. No, you're not. Come. So I'll be using my phone. I get 60 gigabytes of data on my mobile phone. I probably used half of this week trying to get the internet. Doing YouTube channels, uploading Jackie's videos with my mobile phone. Good fun.
Oh, you don't pay for extra data.
No, I'm probably only getting about 30 days. I'm probably got 60 gigabytes a month. I get. Normally, I use about. So no idea. I normally use about 1 or 2 gigabytes a month.
You should have sat outside my place in your car.
Steve, mind the process. The process internet.
McDonald's has Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's in the
Oh,
ball.
down there, so yes. Oh, telling me what is that? I'm coming back to the UK tomorrow, so I'm bringing the summer weather with me. So if you see any sun, that bright thing, it lives in the sky
But
sometimes.
we ain't had none all week.
No,
Heat wave coming this week.
because
It's coming back out again, Harvey.
It is. It's coming out this week. Apparently, it's going to get up to in the 30s again. That'll be
wow.
nice.
Yeah.
yeah, but you only get about 15, so I'm taking the other half home.
Chuck's in the UK at the minute. He's being rained on.
Yeah, my daughter said it's
Chuck, where are you, Chuck? You're taking you're still in London, are you? Or,
He's in
or
London.
you moved down? I think he's going down to Devon or somewhere, or I can't really see.
Oh,
Going down
right.
somewhere.
It's in Romford.
No heat wave in the UK.
Oh,
No, not too much
Carol,
yet.
come on, we've had a really, really great summer, haven't we? It's but all you hear is people saying, "I don't like this heat. I can't wait till this heat to go away." Happy days. It's
Soon
gone.
enough. Soon enough.
Marcus, when will you be getting the snowplow out?
You know, you're joking, I know, Stephen, but in the forecast they're saying that we could have snow flurries by the middle of this coming week.
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
In Idaho.
our friends up in North Texas, up in Calgary, they awoke. In fact, I talked to Lauren this morning. He had 10 inches of snow in his front yard this morning.
Wow.
Mm.
So that's in Calgary, yeah?
Yeah, that's Calgary. Yeah,
And
which
how
is
far
about
away from Calgary.
about 650 miles straight up.
How many, sorry?
650 miles straight up.
So it's quite away from you then, isn't
That's a
it?
lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
money.
Yeah. So how cold is it for you during the day? Like, what's the highest temperature you're getting at the moment?
Jurassic Coast is where he's going.
Today, I think the high is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know.
That
Convert
means
that
nothing
to-
to me.
Yeah.
Chuck,
Yeah.
are you coming back to London next weekend?
That's about 10 degrees, isn't it, Marcus?
Yeah, I'd have to go do the conversion, Jackie. I can do it the other way, but going backwards is tough.
You have to knock off 30 and halve it, and that gives you
Yeah.
rough, doesn't it?
Okay.
10 degrees. Well done, Jackie.
Yeah. knock off 30 and halve it.
See, I learned a new trick. Thank you, Jackie.
No, Chuck. I said, where are you going after Jurassic Coast? He said, oh, yes, London's my birthday. Ah, okay. Well, if you want to go a little bit higher up, about 30 miles up, I'll see you. Not getting on you. Right. Having large land masses have been an impact on the weather extremes. Yes, indeed. Right. On that note, we love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like on the way out or the way in or whatever. And we'll see you all again next week. And take care. Have a good week. Safe flying, etc., etc., etc. Every mouse.
Hasta
Everyone
luego.
who's poorly, get well soon.
Probably not.
The light's gone on. What have you done to your light?
Probably not.
We're in the dark now. Hang on, I've got to find 50p.
Peter's run out.
I managed to press that button right over there. I don't know, but there we are. I managed it. It's not a problem. Right, where are we? No, we haven't got there. No.
No rush.
I'm trying to do this without a mouse today.
You've got a mouse.
Yeah, it's not working very well, is it? Right, see you later.
Adios.
Adios.
Good night, all.